everyone. Abstract Tiger Productions here. I'm Chris.
I'm Drew.
And we are back with a new episode of She-Hulk. Last time, quick review of She-Hulk. She got fired, and then she was for hire. Mm-hmm. Nobody would hire except the
law firm that got her fired.
Yeah, the law firm that got her fired. And now she is over a new division of law, and then that particular
GLK and H.
Yeah.
And I forgot to look up what those mean. I know that H means Holloway though.
Yes, because the guy was
Mr. Holloway.
Mr. Holloway. She is now the face of that superhero law office or division of the law office.
Yep.
Fortunately, she was able to hire her own paralegal,
Nikki.
It's non-negotiable.
I truly do not care who your paralegal is.
What? Okay. We also had a bit of a shock at who her first client is. Emil Blonsky.
The Abomination.
Who was wearing Crocs.
Well, he's in prison.
Well, they look too big for his feet, though. At least I noticed that. I don't know. And I don't remember him having such a strong British accent. His first appearance, which was in the 2008 Hulk movie.
Yeah, he's Russian-born, British-raised.
Well, yeah, that's what he said, but I didn't remember.
They in the Incredible Hulk, as he's getting off the plane, they're doing a voiceover of who he is, and he basically just said that same recap verbatim.
But I don't remember him having that strong of an accent. But then again, he didn't talk too much and have too many lines. I don't remember him having too many lines. But then again, it's been a while since I've watched that.
It's fresh in my mind, so maybe I'm misinterpreting things. I don't know. But it seemed like he had a pretty thick...
Yeah, I know in the She-Hulk he had it thick, but...
Well, I think the Captain Bloody America was pushing it.
Well,
just a tad.
He would have been Captain Britain.
Yeah.
And then
clever.
Yes. And then we had
Hulk
Bruce,
in space.
Yes, Bruce heading to Sakaar? Question mark.
In a Sakaarian Class 8 courier ship.
Yeah. You gotta figure out got to get to the bottom of that. That was in the first episode.
Courier craft. And
then, at the very end, we had the reveal that Wong broke Abomination out and put him in the Fight Club. And Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be interesting to deal with.
Yep.
So, shall we get going on this?
Indeed.
All right.
I'm excited.
Oh, she's got this down.
Yep.
Explain to me why you failed to mention that you not only escaped from prison, but you were also recorded doing so? You understand that this constitutes another crime and totally destroys your chances at parole?
Well, I was forced to leave my cell, but I returned of my own free will.
Who forced you to escape this insanely high-security prison undetected?
A sorcerer supreme of the mystic arts, and his name is...
Wong. Just Wong, and his internet presence is a little chaotic. He's either a sorcerer who lives in New York, or
he worked at Target.
Who lives in Nepal.
Can you get to him? You know, if Blonsky's telling the truth, this guy busted him out of his prison cell and probably ruined my entire case. I know you can't wait to see Wong.
Hands on the...
I just want to make sure that you don't think this is one of those cameo every week type of shows. That's not. Well, except Bruce. And Blonsky. And Wong. Just remember whose show this actually is.
Ever since it's been revealed that Jennifer Walters has a superhero alter ego called She-Hulk, the statuesque green lawyer has been plagued by public backlash. with many questioning her qualifications.
Toda la internet está hablando de She-Hulk. En la última hora, el hashtag The Big Green Woman, la gran mujer verde, se ha convertido en tendencia mundial.
They took the Hulk's manhood away, but then they gave it to a woman?
Yeah, man. I don't get it. Why are you doing everything more female centered? So we have a Me Too movement.
Yeah.
All the male.
Wow.
I have no problem with female heroes. I'm just saying, make your own. I don't know about y'all, but I'd smash.
On the line, you have
You have to respond. You have to be in control of your own narrative.
Jennifer Walters speaking. Oh, yes, I will be right there.
Uh-oh.
Holloway beckons.
No, Jen, this is not gonna go away just because you're ignoring it.
Every minute I spend on this crap is one less minute I spend focusing on my job.
Tennis.
No, not Jen Walters.
Ms. Walters is head of the Superhuman Law Division.
We have too much history for me to be comfortable with her on the case.
I would love to know what this is about and not work on it.
You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Mallory Book is also in the Superhuman Law Division.
Yeah. No, I can't talk to a 10 about embarrassing man stuff. She could be my next fiance.
Happy to not be involved.
Being a lawyer, it looks cool.
He's been defrauded by an ex-girlfriend and wants to file a suit against her to get his money back.
Yeah. Bought her jewelry. Flew her to Bali for a photo shoot. Paid off her Volkswagen Passat. Subscribed.
But why the Superhuman Law Division?
The girlfriend in question is a shape-shifting light elf from New Asgard.
Wow.
What?
Okay. Well, to be fair, I thought I was dating Megan the Stallion.
Sorry, what? Sorry, you thought you were dating Megan the Stallion? A multiple Grammy Award winner megastar Megan the Stallion?
What part of shapeshifter did you not get?
Wong.
Perfect timing.
Mr. Wong. Great entrance. Perfect timing. I really need to take this.
You may go.
Everything Mr. Blonsky told you is factual. I extracted him from the prison against his own wishes because I required a worthy opponent as part of my training to become Sorcerer Supreme. And as Sorcerer Supreme, I insist that he not be punished for my actions.
Again, I am not the one who will be punishing him. The parole board will not release him after seeing this video.
Oh, I know what you're thinking, Miss Walters. I'm not erasing everyone's memories, not again.
That's not what I was thinking. That's highly unethical.
Yeah.
What you can do to help is show up at the hearing and explain everything.
Very well. What was sorcery for strategy B?
Don't tap your nose.
Don't tap your nose.
Money in cash and gifts did you spend on the Megan Thee Stallion imposter?
Oh, man. Ugh.
How about I just say a number and you tell me higher or lower, okay? Considering that you bought her a mid-sized sedan, how about 50,000? 100? 200?
200,000? I am not a fool. No, it's more like 175.
$175,000. That's a whole house in parts of the country, Mr. Bukowski.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like here. Just saying.
I got a change of heart. I'm gonna drop the case.
Wait, just now?
But at some point in time, you gotta take personal responsibility.
I have to say, this is unexpected.
Yeah.
Well, it's just money after all.
What?
Now I got a story to tell.
I think somebody towed my Cybertruck. They're saying it was a handicapped spot. I swear it was a Cybertruck spot. Hello? You there? Hey, Jaws on the floor because I drive a Cybertruck.
Security!
Tesla Cybertruck, really.
Yep.
I love harassing women in the workplace. It's my kick, baby.
Not cool.
Let that be a warning.
I don't.
Is it true you were rejected by the Avengers?
Jennifer Walters, also known as She-Hulk, rumored to have been rejected by the Avengers.
Yeah.
And that's how the media works.
Yeah. Surprise.
Hey, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
What the?
Are those your soulmates?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Blonsky, do you feel you have been rehabilitated?
I'd like to start by saying that I feel great remorse, great shame to those that I've harmed. So to answer your question, yes, I feel I have been rehabilitated. I have changed emotionally, physically, metaphysically, spiritually, karmically, cosmically, interdimensionally,
etc. What Mr.
Interdimensionally.
Blonsky is trying to say is that the man you see before you is not the same Emil Blonsky as before. All he wants now is to be a contributing member of society.
If released, would you have a place to live?
Yeah.
Mr. Blonsky does own a plot of land on which he plans to work and reside.
He's going into farming.
No, actually, he plans to open a meditation retreat on the property, which is very, you know.
And how does Mr. Blonsky intend to fund this endeavor?
Mr. Blonsky is currently in a long-term committed relationship with several pen pals, all of whom have pledged to financially support him.
Excuse me? If I could...
Yeah, there's 7 back there.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
Blair, Ruth, Marta, Sheila, Alejandra, Yvonne, and Nicolette are my soulmates. We met through the prison pen pal program. They are my better eights.
Eights?
Love you.
Blonsky started the prison's literacy program. He's helped countless prisoners learn how to read.
He leads daily guided meditation and yoga for the prisoners.
Where's Wong?
He saved me from a bad marriage.
Just a quiet place to shoot someone.
Instead of
was
toilet
funny.
wine, prisoners make toilet kombucha.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I'll release you, Linda.
Proud of you, Carl.
I love you so much.
Okay, we're done with Carl.
Okay, we're done with Carl. Wong.
There were extenuating circumstances that the witness will explain.
When he shows up.
There he is. Nice reflection.
My apologies.
Right in front of the mic. That was great.
Finally!
I lost track of time.
I've asked Wong here today because he is the man responsible for Emil Blonsky leaving prison. And I do think you will see this whole thing in a totally different light after hearing from him.
Have you ever heard of a kumite?
We may have diplomatic immunity in New Asgard, but we are not in New Asgard.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but Asgard is not a place. It is a
Oh,
people.
jeez.
Therefore, I have-
Thor's inspirational.
Your Honor, this case is very cut and dry. My client was defrauded
Oh,
of
gosh.
$175,000 by a scam artist.
My client and Mr. Bukowski were in a consensual relationship and engaged in role play.
Oh, gross.
No rational adult would have believed my client's texts were from the real Megan Thee Stallion.
He absolutely believed that he was dating the real Megan Thee Stallion.
I must say, I find it hard to believe that Mr. Bukowski could be fooled so easily.
And the onus is on you to prove that, Mr. Pugliese. That being said, I'll allow this to go to trial. So, Miss Runa,
Your motion to dismiss is denied.
Uh-oh.
In light of some new information I've just received, I'm changing my ruling.
Oh, come on, Runa. This is getting a little broad.
Impersonating a judge is illegal. Get down from there.
Wow. The bailiff was chasing her around.
He was quite adamant he'd be returned to serve out his sentence and repay his debt to society.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, you see, Emil Blonsky was forced out of his cell against his will. And even when offered instant freedom, he chose to return to his cell. These are not the actions of a criminal, but of a reformed man who truly wants to do the right thing.
Well, that may be true of Emil Blonsky, but I mean, when Blonsky uncontrollably becomes abomination, isn't he a raging monster out for blood?
Yep. Excuse me. If I could just put your minds at ease.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, absolutely not.
No.
No.
Oh, he changes by looking like he has to fart.
No. Force is not necessary.
As you can see, I'm in full control.
That's enough! Change back now! Ladies and gentlemen, I beg you to forgive Mr. Blonsky's enthusiasm. In fact, this proves that in every instance, Mr. Blonsky could have broken free, but has chosen to remain in his cell. As his stellar prison record reflects, Mr. Blonsky spent his entire incarceration practicing a strict regimen of training and self-discipline.
She spends it pretty well.
Yeah, she's a good lawyer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this would be a terrible lawyer show.
Yes.
We will adjourn for today and consider all of the facts. We will reconvene once a decision has been reached. And please, let's get this man some clothes.
And as for Mr. Wong...
Just Wong.
Just Wong.
The Sorcerer Supreme, master of the mystic arts, leader and former librarian of Kamatage.
Yeah.
You realize that you've just admitted to facilitating a prisoner escape, which is a crime.
I must depart.
Yeah, try to catch him. Go ahead.
I cannot wait for this to be over so I can go back to being a normal, anonymous lawyer who also happens to be a Hulk.
What are you talking about? Jen, the genie is out of the bottle, girl. You are a story now. Okay.
No, I don't want this.
Oh my god, you're pregnant with the Abomination's baby. And you're flaunting a little baby.
That's who the father is?
Yeah.
God, Dennis Bukowski.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I need that.
Connecting the A and B story? Nice.
The man is almost terminally deluded.
I'd call him gross.
Yeah.
Hey, would you be willing to say that under oath?
What?
I swear the testimony I'm about to give today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Would you say that you know Mr. Bukowski fairly well?
Definitely. We worked regularly on cases together, so I've spent a lot of time with Mr. Bukowski.
Did he ever share his personal life with you, specifically his dating life?
Yes, he would. Prolifically and unprompted.
You wanted to know. How would you characterize Mr. Bukowski in relation to his romantic life?
Self-absorbed, chauvinistic, conceited. He once described himself as a New York 10 and an LA 11. He nicknamed his office the Dentisphere.
Objection. Relevance. Mr. Bukowski.
You're not the lawyer.
That reminds you that you're not representing yourself here. And this is your witness.
It's been stated many times in this courtroom that a man of reasonable intelligence would never think that he was...
They're going for the insanity plea?
In your opinion,
I think they're going for the delusional.
Okay.
That Dennis Bukowski
Alright.
would believe that he could actually pull Megan, the stallion.
Yes. Dennis Bukowski is an almost pathologically entitled man. He would absolutely believe that he's dating the real Megan Thee Stallion because he is truly that delusional.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Dennis Bukowski in the amount of $175,000. In addition, we also sentenced the defendant to 60 days for impersonating a judge.
No, 9.
That's right. There's only one.
Oh my gosh, really?
The sad part is that Elf's just gonna get a slap on the wrist. I wish there was a way we could remove her powers and make sure she doesn't victimize anyone else.
Oh, did Dennis Bukowski just give me an idea?
Uh-oh.
That will stay between us.
Sure.
After reviewing his record, we hereby grant Mr. Blonsky's release on parole effective immediately. As a condition of his parole, Mr. Blonsky is prohibited from turning into Abomination indefinitely and is ordered to wear an inhibitor in perpetuity. Any violation of this condition will result in his immediate return to prison.
Understood.
An inhibitor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just stay out of the news. That's all I
Just
ask. I don't want to read any more stories about either of us.
But you might want to reconsider that. I mean, they're going to write a story about you one way or the other. You know, better to be part of it, really.
He has a point.
The Abomination is now a free man. And here with us in the studio, the lawyer responsible for his release, She-Hulk.
Yeah, my name's Jennifer Walters, not She-Hulk, and my client's name is Emil Blonsky, not the Abomination.
How did you come up with the name She-Hulk?
Oh, funny story, I didn't. Some random guy on the news came up with it after thinking about it for like 2 seconds, but it stuck. So now whether I like it or not, I am forever She-Hulk.
Great. We have to take a break. When we come back, She-Hulk shares her diet and exercise secrets.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, what? That was... Okay. I'm sorry, what? Diet
I
and
eat what I want,
exercise.
when I want, and I'm a Hulk.
And then I Hulk and it burns away.
Yeah. Also, you know. She was in the trailer the whole time.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
I forgot about this part.
Get off me.
Get off me.
If you're gonna strut around showing off your powers, you better be able to back it up.
When did I ever strut around and show off my powers?
Gloves. Hard hat. Wrecking ball.
Is this the Mystery Man?
No, this is the Wrecking Crew.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Let's do this.
They're like huge D-level villains in the Marvel universe.
Okay.
They're usually like thugs hired by other people. But they're not as big as they usually are. Like they're usually like as big as the Thing.
Oh. Okay, bad idea, bad idea.
Thunderball, did you get it? No. Once you turned into She-Hulk, I couldn't pierce that nasty green skin. Damn it! Boss is gonna be mad.
Boss? This is your life now.
Ah,
The picture she
the
sent
picture
Wong.
she sent Wong. That's funny.
Hi, there's my new favorite client. Just your signature.
Oh no.
And then just initial. Good. And initials up here.
He almost tasted that. Num 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 num, eat it up. Go play okay, 3, 2, 1.
You are way more fun than my last lawyer. I will kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion. Dial it back.
What? Okay. Okay. Interesting, but alright. Huh, okay. It just turns around and walks away. To be fair,
That's how I feel.
Yeah, alright. Moving on.
Okay. No,
so
Renee Elise Goldberry, the name that showed up after Wong
and
Megan
before
Thee
Tim
Stallion.
Roth, yeah.
And, yeah. That was the other lawyer that walked in. She said happy to not be a part of it.
Oh, yeah.
She is Angelica from Hamilton.
Okay, never saw Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that's,
only
I didn't realize that was
Angelica-
because she had straight hair.
The only Angelica I know is from Rugrats.
Oh, not the same Angelica. No,
Yes, I am well aware that it's not the same Angelica.
Although, no, I just imagine a Rugrats musical. Don't make it happen, please. Don't. I can't. I have a screwdriver. No. Okay.
A baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do. Okay, that's all. That's all the singing you get from me. I don't care how much you comment.
Scared.
I'd be scared
Okay.
of my voice too.
Okay, so
moving on.
That was an episode.
It was an episode, and she actually was
It
successful.
was longer than 20 minutes this time.
Yes.
Well, last week was like 20 minutes, and this one was like 31, so that's better.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
It in her first case,
success.
Surprisingly, a success.
Yes. Both of them.
Wong.
Passed.
Oh, sorry.
Yes! Wong!
Sorry.
Comment below if you know what that was, because that was good. I must depart.
I must depart.
Oh, man. What if they did it? Is he of She-Hulk?
Oh,
He's so
man.
good. Oh, man. Okay, so...
So we kind of have a little bit idea where
the story's going.
I would say time frame wise, it's probably right after or sometime maybe during Spider-Man No Way Home. Would you? I don't know, because of what Wong said. I'm not wiping. Well, no, actually, he wasn't the one who wiped him. It was. I don't know.
So
it is still kind of up in the air when
if you go off of his hair growth.
Okay.
Well, okay, so when we see him in Spider-Man No Way Home, his head is still very, very, very shaved.
Okay.
Like, still in the process of growing back. When we see him in Doctor Strange, he's got a full head of hair. In this, it's about halfway.
Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange? Or,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at his hair and I'm looking at his outfit. Because his outfit gets wrecked in Doctor Strange.
So, it is definitely post No Way Home because he is... Yeah, in No Way Home is when we first learned that he is the Sorcerer Supreme and not Steven.
Right, but
Strange.
we're not to the Christmas part.
Right, which is... I think that
The
takes
end
place
of No Way
several...
Home, which coincides with Hawkeye.
Does it? I don't know. I never got that feel. I thought it was just a Christmas time.
Well, there's Rogers the Musical's billboards all over when they're swinging at the beginning of No Way Home, and then it's snowing. So they just gone back to school.
rewatch that.
They just gone back to school.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at August-September timeframe.
Yes. I would have
the
to
battle
go
happens somewhere in October probably, and then he goes to see her around Christmas because there's Christmas decorations outside the coffee shop.
But inside is still Halloween.
Yes, because she's too lazy to take them down. So, and then Hawkeye obviously happens at Christmas.
Yeah.
So those two are happening coincidentally with each other. So if we're in LA and they're in New York,
yes, that's.
I'm trying to figure out.
There's 3 hours difference. No, I'm just kidding.
It's more than that. You're thinking time zones.
Yeah, I'm thinking time zones.
I was like, that is not accurate. You're looking like 21 hours, I think, or 24 hours, something like that, to drive straight.
But yeah, I'm thinking time zones. But
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
So,
just...
no, I'm trying to figure out. They said the boss wants her blood.
The boss wants her blood.
I'm wondering
Could that
who
be
that
the leader?
That's the smartest assumption.
That would be a way to connect it back to the original. Well, the Edward,
even more so.
Yeah, even more so, and
to the Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, and really, saying because even still, the people were like, no, that was not part of the MCU. Well, yes, it is. Tony Stark shows up and talks to Thunderbolt Ross at the end.
Yeah,
and. Anyways, so and that was 1 year after Iron Man came out.
Yeah.
So
well, the two movies were released within a few months of each other.
Yeah.
But storyline wise, it's about a year later.
But yes, I think Iron Man came out in 2017, not 2017, 2007.
8.
I thought it was 2007.
No, both Iron Man and Incredible Hulk came out in 2008.
Why am I thinking?
Paramount released Iron Man and Universal released Incredible Hulk.
Okay,
but the connecting thread there was Thunderbolt Ross
and
meeting with Tony Stark, and that's when everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, we're putting together a team."
Yes.
So,
and no Goose the cat.
Yeah. Okay, so here's.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. You finish your thought, and I was
going to say
more silly.
Embrace your silliness. Go ahead.
Okay, I was wondering where's Goose the cat been all this time. Where's Goose the Flurkin? I should say. To be more.
Want to say that Goose
was
got left with the Skrulls.
I don't know. The last time we see him, he was on Fury's desk puking up the Tesseract
and
that's
stretching out eye.
And that
happened prior.
That happened prior,
but I don't know. Maybe we'll get.
I want a Goose the Flurkin movie.
Okay, so back to the serious side of the conversation. The leader is the smartest option.
Yes, it would be. Yes.
Because Tim Blake Nelson, the way he was playing the role, Mr. Blue turns into the leader.
Yeah.
He was obsessed with the Hulk's genetics.
Yes.
To the point that he pulled the Hulk out, or so he thought. Replicated it.
Yes.
Was running experiments.
Yes, he was.
Put it in.
I remember.
And that's how Abomination was created, because it was the Super Joel serum
with the Hulk
with the Hulk stuff and. Okay, so
minus the Fisher things that apparently came later. But anyways,
I think it was some form of evolution to make him look more like the way Abomination is supposed to look.
Because
that Abomination looked like Doomsday.
The horrible Doomsday from
Justice League. Or Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, Batman v Superman. Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
so, not the good Doomsday that's got, rocks and shards
Bones.
of kryptonite for his,
Well, it's not shards of kryptonite. It's just strictly bone.
Yeah.
And he has evolved to have no organs.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's just, yeah.
Okay, so
anyways, that's the different.
That's the smartest option.
But
they don't always go with the smartest option. They usually pick a different. Who else would be obsessed with that kind of?
I don't know.
I have a theory.
The only thing that I can think of is we have yet to see or hear anything about Red Hulk, which
we can't.
Yeah, I know that because R.I.P. William Hurt.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean we can't, pull a Peter Cushing from Rogue One.
Okay, but see,
and
then you run into the problem of creating a CGI Red Hulk.
Which Hulk is already...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who would voice him?
I don't know. I mean, we could.
I can't think of anyone who has a close enough tonation, and I mean, Clancy Brown does really, really good voiceover work.
Yes,
but he was Surtur, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but
he also was Red Hulk in the animated Hulks.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he's got some experience there.
Yes. I mean, we could also do D. Bradley Baker just as a voice or something like that. I don't know, but I mean, we could also have, I don't know. I mean,
Phil Lamar is coming to the MCU.
Phil Lamar, yeah, sure. I mean, they could do a lot of different things. I mean, there's a lot of the new kind of like the AI auto tuning thing that they kind of do.
Yeah.
That they did with James Earl Jones's voice in Kenobi. He had a much younger
with Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of his throat.
Throat, yes. For those of you who don't know, I'm talking about Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And his
movie.
documentary that came out. He actually is narrating part of it.
Yeah. Fantastic movie, by the way. Yeah, see it multiple times before it gets out of what?
Did we do an out of theater reaction?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
I was like, because I was like Danger Zone, and I was counting the number of times it plays.
Twice.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen that, go watch our out of the theater reaction. Okay, so I have an out of the box idea that may not be out of the box because it ties into the rest of the Disney Plus series.
Okay. Kingpin. Okay. I was going to say Wilson Fisk.
Yeah. If he was able to get a hold of Hulk blood,
would he then become the Red Hulk?
No.
He would have the
thing that in Hawkeye, the thing that what people noticed the most was he was significantly stronger.
Yeah,
like superhuman strong compared to the
one because he ripped that door off.
Because he ripped the door off and he chunked it like a Captain America shield.
Yeah, and then survived the car being smashed into him.
And
things
we
being
know
blown
that
up
he survived a bullet to the head. So, I'm wondering if, because of the blip and him trying to reassemble power and all that kind of stuff, if that's if Kingpin is the one behind it.
That's kind of going to tie in with bringing Daredevil back. Matt Murdock, sort of maybe.
Yeah. So
kind of sort of maybe
because when Kate was fighting him, she was having to use all the trick arrows.
Yeah. And at one time she blew them all up at once in his face, and that allowed her time to just get away.
Yeah. So that's that, and she essentially dropped a building on him, and all he did was limp away.
Yeah.
So
and then run into
Maya.
I almost said
who
Maria.
shot him, which is a straight out of the comics. That alleyway shot, straight out of the comics, and so that's how I know he survives, because he's been announced to be in Daredevil.
Yes.
So yay. But so that makes me wonder if that's how he got that strength, because the timeline would match up. If this, say, it's been 4 or 5 months since the end of Shang-Chi, and that explains why Hollow Bruce was still human Bruce.
Yeah.
With the inhibitor.
Yeah, he had.
And now he's Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
So
Still Smart Hulk, but yeah.
Well, I'm saying like he's back to being Smart
back
Hulk.
to being.
She-Hulk has gone through her training, which they didn't say how long that training montage took.
It was a few months. They didn't specify.
Yeah.
And I figured a few months is probably like 5 to 6 ish.
So, but with us being in LA, there's no way to tell time based off the weather.
No, because it's 70 degrees the entire time.
Yeah.
Or higher.
Yeah. So if we're coming up on Christmas time, that leaves enough window for them to find a way to get her blood, get it back to Kingpin. He shoots himself up with it in time for his Kate Bishop fight.
I don't know.
Because he's always been a solid big presence,
Yes.
but he's never, live action, been superhuman. It was just his brute strength and
Could it also
anger that he gave him his power.
True. Could it also be this? This is another, maybe grasping against straws or something like that with Wilson Fisk. Because of that last little bit in Miss Marvel, where Bruno is talking to Kamala.
The mutant thing?
Yes, about her mutation is, could that also be what gives Wilson Fisk his strength? That could be an
That would be a
explanation.
serious retcon from the comics.
I know, but still.
Because his was, he just trained and trained and trained, and he became 350 pounds with 0% body fat. Solid muscle. That was the way that he was in the comics.
Yeah,
that's how he's able to go toe-to-toe with people like Spider-Man
Right.
and Captain America and things like that. I mean, Captain America, in one of the comic panels, he threw his shield, and Wilson Fisk headbutted it. So I'm just like...
Yeah. I mean, it was something just to lean into that
It went from him
it
barely being able to lift up a pillar, like a marble pillar, to pull out Vanessa in Daredevil season 1, to now he's ripping a door off and throwing it like Captain America's shield. And so I'm like, there's something different here. And everyone's explanation is, well, it's a different one. They're trying to be closer to the comics. And I'm like, I think it's I think something
he could
happened.
have easily, in the time that he's been trying to rebuild, he could be doing his workout routine as well. That's option 3.
Well, it showed him
But then
working out
again-
in Daredevil season 2 because he's like benching 600 pounds or something like that. I wasn't paying attention to the number of plates when he's sitting there talking to Frank. When Frank shows up in jail, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
No.
So he's like,
I'm
they're
assuming
talking.
you're talking about Frank Castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Frank gets arrested and for murder, and they're talking, and he's just
Punisher?
repping them out while talking to him, not even breathing hard. And it's like plate. And so,
yeah.
Don't come at me if I've got the amount wrong, but like we're looking at like 600 pounds or something like that, and he's just repping them out while talking.
Yeah.
Like his face is red, but that's just Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, he's got his strength. Like the first time we meet Kingpin in Daredevil, and I don't know if you're going to go back and rewatch it.
I've never watched it at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now that it's on Disney Plus, I don't know if you're going to go back and watch it. Ooh, that'd be great. Except not on the channel. He literally gets so mad that he puts someone's head in the floorboard of the car and just slams the car door over and over and over and over and over until it's literally just ooze coming out the cracks. And so his is just pure rage. Rage and brute strength. That's not...
But it falls... No, but it does fall in line with what I've seen of Wilson Fisk from, say... I know it's different media, but, you know, the Spider-Man... Well, I was going to say the Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man PS4 game. Where
absolutely.
And then,
where he's chunking desks and...
Yes, and then, of course...
solid bricks.
Solid marble statues and stuff like that. Yes. Anything he can get his hands on. And then, yes, of course, I was going to get to Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
His little appearances in that.
Yeah.
So,
little head, big old body.
But kills Peter Parker Spider-Man in one hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway. Anyways, back to the episode at hand.
Well, this time we didn't go fully off on a tangent.
No.
But so do you have if it's not
Wong.
Yes. Wong.
That's twice. Sorry.
Oh, I can't wait to see if you cut those in. Oh man. Okay.
So
I don't know if he would let us. Anyways, so but here's the
care.
If it's not Leader and if it's not Kingpin, do you have another speculation?
No, I don't.
Other than Red Hulk.
Other than somebody who,
if they were to bring in Red Hulk, I would lose my ever-loving mind.
Yeah, that would be. They would have to find somebody else other than Thunderbolt Ross.
They would have to recast him.
Yeah, recast. Which we've seen that before. A lot of people are forget that in the early years of the MCU.
Terrence Howard.
That and Edward Norton.
Yes. Okay.
But
Edward Norton was not the same situation though.
True. I'm not. It's a completely different situation. I understand that, but it has happened. There is a precedent to it. So, and they can, it's like, yes, it's the same character, the same yada yada yada. It is a different actor just portraying the person.
But do you think that it's as big of a deal as them saying, we specifically will not recast, to the point we will kill off the character and make a new one in regards to T'Challa, Black Panther, and Chadwick Boseman? Because William Hurt has been in the MCU this whole time. If you go all the way back to 2008,
but he has not been a very big presence.
But they use him very, very well in the way they use him.
That's true.
He's not Nick Fury.
No.
For sure. But the way they use him, first he's going after the Hulk, then he is the one that implements the Sokovia Accords.
He's General... I don't even remember what his real first name is. I just know that...
Thaddeus?
Thaddeus? Really?
Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross? William Thunderbolt Ross? I don't know.
I don't know, but...
I want to say it's Thaddeus. I want to say I read somewhere it's Thaddeus. Comments, let me know. But,
and then he goes from that being a general to being a senator, and...
I thought he jumped straight to Secretary of State. I want to say he became the Secretary of State. Because we meet him in Civil War. And he's talking about
Civil War, yeah, whatever he was there. I thought he was a senator, but...
Yeah, no, he was Secretary of State.
Mr. Secretary, they called him Mr. Secretary, that's right.
Yeah, he's the Secretary of State. He implements the Sokovia Accords, and he's talking about him having a triple bypass.
In Wonder Woman. Black Widow.
Yeah, and then in Black Widow we see him again, and then he's there in Infinity War.
Briefly as a hologram, yes, and then that's it. We see him standing at Tony's funeral.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was in Endgame.
But he had no speaking role at all.
No,
he just was there as a presence, and then
we haven't had him since.
Though
I don't think. We might have had him on a phone call. I want to say we had him on a phone call.
That was in Black Widow. Technically, in real life and IRL, Black Widow, was filmed after obviously
Endgame.
Civil War and Endgame.
Well, before Endgame. Black Widow was filmed before Endgame, I believe.
Well, I don't know.
I don't remember, but I know that it was released during.
It was supposed to come out in 2019, 2020, but it got pushed back because of that.
And it came out in March of 21. If I remember right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, it was after Endgame, but regardless, I don't know. I think they could do a close recast. And just kind of, get away with it and just. I don't know who they would be able to get. I just can't speculate right now. It's just my mind is.
Well, the person that I would want to get is the one that played Ross in the 2003 Ang Lee's Hulk.
Okay. It's been ages since I've seen that one. But I kind of sort of, who was that? Because now
I want to say it was Sam Elliott.
That's right. It was Sam Elliott, yeah.
And then they put him in Ghost Rider, which is even more confusing. But
Sam
Venganza. But no,
you gotta say it like him. Sam Venganza.
Either him or Stephen Lang. Stephen Lang would be a really good Ross, but not the way they have Ross currently written. He would have to, put his suit down, put his uniform back on, and be back in the mix of things. Because especially, how in the world, and we're going over time. That's I understand that. But how in the world are we going?
That's just future me going to be like,
Yeah. How in the world are we going to have a Thunderbolts movie
without Thunderbolt?
Without Thunderbolt Ross,
I don't know.
Leading the team, assembling the team, Nick Fury style, or Amanda Waller style.
I don't know. Maybe it's going to be a fact that
they're doing it in honor of him.
I guess
where they kill him off
with Valentina.
Right, but that's
because
that just makes her the leader of the team.
Right.
The reason why they're called the Thunderbolts is because they are assembled, no pun intended, by Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
And he uses the fact that he's Red Hulk to intimidate them into doing what he wants.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe
because Red Hulk is in some iterations has fire powers. He gets so mad his hair catches on fire like the dude from Inside Out.
Oh, I was gonna say Hades from Hercules. Hercules, which
still Disney related.
Yes, it is.
And apparently, Tom Holland is the front runner.
I don't know. Anyways, other thoughts. I liked the episode. It was good. Actually, lawyering stuff in the lawyer show. Not just
connecting the A and B story.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So yeah, I'm curious to see. I mean, this is obviously episode 3. We have 6 more to go.
Yep.
And I'm sure there's going to be a lot to cover.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm wondering what her next assignment is going to be. Her next client. Outside of...
I really hope the rumors I read are true. Anyways. Okay.
So... Spider-Man?
No. Better. Much, much better. Especially with D23 happening next weekend. Okay. So...
Silver Sable?
No.
Oh.
You're getting closer, though.
Oh, okay. Black
Cat. I could tell you off screen if you'd like. Or
Black
I could tell
Cat?
you... No.
Okay. I don't know. At any rate. So... That is speculation for time, and obviously he's watched more stuff.
I like things.
Being what?
I read things.
I don't. I can read. I just choose not to. There's a difference, like math.
Okay.
All right. So Until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, say hi. We like saying hi back. Well, at least I do. I can't speak for him, but
I don't have administrative controls on the channel, so I have to comment as myself.
Yes, you do. So
I have to comment as myself,
which is fine. You can still do that. I'm not saying you can't. As long as you don't do anything stupid like first one to comment, then no. Anyways, until the next episode. Bye-bye and be blessed, everyone.